Hello, it's me. What?
We're live.
Oh, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Big Mike here. I don't like it when you do that.
It's Terry.
I was getting my song on.
I know.
Now everybody can heard me sing it.
Singing some Adele. I don't
Anyway, guys, welcome back to the channel. Hey, we got a good one for you tonight. We got a lot of information.
Jason says, mute your computer.
Oh,
It is. He did that already.
Got a lot of information. Hey, and we had a medical breakthrough this week. Medical breakthrough.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that and a lot more tonight. But to start off, we're going to talk about what is it?
Featured channel.
Featured channel of the day. And that is our friends over at Bartlow's Barbecue.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't know the Scott over at Bartlow's, this guy's the real deal. Now, and I don't know, is it just Oklahoma barbecuers that are pastors?
I don't know, but it seems to be a trend.
Well, Scott's a pastor. Nick's a pastor.
Yeah.
We don't know any other barbecuers in Oklahoma.
Well, we know people who barbecue, but we don't know.
But not at the scale that they do.
Right.
Yeah. Because it ain't cheap. Meat's not cheap.
No.
So anyway, Bartlow's Barbecue, the creator, is Scott. He has 13.3K in subs. He has 381 videos, and he has 2.6 million views. We read on Scott's About page, as a pastor, I find great joy in serving my community. In my spare time, my channel, let's see.
I've channeled my passion.
I've channeled my passions. I can't see for food into creating Bartlow's Barbecue, a family-owned, faith-based business with deep roots in Oklahoma's rich heritage. Inspired by my grandpa Neil, who is a local grocer and butcher, our love for good food was passed down through the generations. My dad's passion for grilling ignited an interest in backyard barbecues. From high school graduations to new homes, a grill is always a milestone gift. As a dad myself, I share this passion with my kids, turning our kitchen into a flavorful test kitchen. These family memories fueled my desire to create exceptional barbecue rubs and sauces. I'm excited to share my passion and help you elevate your grilling game. Next time you fire up the grill, remember, it's not just about the meat. It's about the memories. Join us in spreading less hate and more love, one delicious bite at a time. So that is Bartlow's Barbecue.
I'll play a short real quick.
Yep.
And there you go.
Turning into a street taco.
Nope. I can't go back at it. There we go.
There you go. So guys, please go over there and check out Bartlow's Barbecue. It is pinned at the top. So if any time you want to click on that, go over there and check out his channel. And hopefully not while we're talking, but it's there.
I actually have a little thing that I did.
Oh, that's right.
I did a thing.
She did a thing.
I did a thing. No, because if you saw at the top, he has his own barbecue seasoning, sauce, and he has a cookbook. So I ordered one of those cookbooks, and we will be giving it away at the Mid-America YouTube Meetup.
Yep,
So,
some
yeah.
lucky winner will get his grilling cookbook.
Yes.
So there you go. All right, so now we're going to move on to the National Day of.
National Day of, let's see, what do we have? National Lost Dog Day is to make awareness of how to prevent you from losing your family pets.
Don't just let them run around.
Yeah. Today is also Administrative Professionals Day, which used to be known as Secretary's Day.
Ooh, bad word.
Yeah. And it is Cherry Cheesecake Day.
Good words.
Yes. Take a Chance Day. And National...
I do that every time I wake up.
And National Picnic Day.
Yeah.
So
it's Yogi Bear Day.
It is. It's a picnic basket
Picnic
day.
baskets. Hello, boo-boo.
All
All right. So who do we got in the chat?
So Joe, Fix It For You is here. Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. Ricky Giovanucci. Ola Tohovita Navarro. Marianne Bimler is here. Linda Peterson. And scrolling. Tamara and David are here at Heartland headquarters with Think and Tank. And
We want to...
Huh? Yes. Heartland headquarters informed us that Virginia Alexander, her husband, was taken by ambulance today. So if you could all say a prayer for them, that would be very much appreciated.
Yes.
Sir Paul Honeyman is here.
Hey, Paul.
And there is White Rock Homestead.
Yeah, my battle buddy's here.
Battle Buddy and his Sergeant Major.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is it still a Sergeant Major since he was a Marine?
Yeah, they got Sergeant Majors.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
You jump. When you're in the air, you ask how high. When the Sergeant Major yells at you.
There's Sweetie Ann Vlogs.
Yes. Hello, Sweetie Ann.
Judy Herman's here. And let's see.
Husky Edna.
I said Mary Ann. There's Husky Edna.
Yeah,
Hello.
from Australia land.
Liberty Layers Hideout is here.
All right.
Sweetie Ann Vlogs. Hello. And there's James Hall, y'all.
All right.
And
Say K Bill.
there is Bill, my Alaska. Who am I missing?
He's coming down for the meetup.
He is. Greg and Gina's here.
Yep, they'll be at the meetup.
They were talking about maybe bringing a giveaway.
Ooh.
There's Tim Mason, Tim and Dana Mason. I hope you all have had a safe trip today.
Oh, they're on their way down to 10 Killer?
Yes.
All right.
Up, down, I don't know. Let's see.
Up.
Let's see who else we have here. There is Lori at LG Homestead.
All right.
Hello. And
I watched her video there.
I know you did. There's Peter at Old Man King Homestead.
He'll be on at 10 o'clock tonight, Central Standard Time.
Bill said, I'm not a pastor, but then again, I'm not a barbecuer either. There's Ed Kirkpatrick, the storyteller.
All right, Ed.
And Lynn Yoki. Hello.
Hey, Lynn. And we got your card in the mail. Thank you very much. No, that was Leanne Gunther.
It was Leanne.
Oh, okay. My bad.
But, Lynn, if you feel like sending us a card,
Lynn,
we'd be
Leanne,
happy.
I'm getting all mixed up.
That was Leanne Gunther, and it was a very sweet Easter card. Thank you, Leanne.
See how she looked over here in her peripherals?
Like, what you're talking about, Willis?
Get your people straight, Mike.
Did we get another card? There's Debbie.
We got letters from the VA.
Yeah. There's Debbie Drock.
We got a good letter from the Department of the Army.
Yeah. Let's see. Rhonda Dotson's here. Troy Sutton, hello. And I'm still scrolling.
When you get good news, a couple of things happen. You get good news and you find out, hey, we failed to pay you for something. And then they send you a big old fat check that covers like 6 months, right?
Yeah.
And then your water filtration system
goes out,
cracks and floods your closet.
Yeah.
And so what do you have to do?
Spend the money you just got.
And here in our area, because everybody lives so far out, you have to pay them from when they leave the shop $1 a mile all the way to your house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Number one. And it's from where they came from, it's close to 30 miles.
Yep.
So that's $60.
Just to come here.
Just to come out and say, yeah, you got a problem.
Yeah.
Right? And then a new water filtration system for the house to install and everything, that was $750.
Yep.
And I'm going, man, every time something positive happens,
anytime you get money in,
there's got to be a yin to the yang.
It's just what happens.
Oh my God.
There's Ace. Hello, Ace.
And it was weird. That thing is so heavy duty. The covers for the filters,
mm-hmm.
and it cracked down there.
Right.
And it's not cold. I mean, I don't understand how that happened.
There is Pretty Roxy 19.
All right.
Today is Mr. Wilson's birthday. My Chihuahua, Debbie Drock said.
Mr. Wilson.
He is 13 years old
Is
now.
he round like a volleyball?
There is Gillum Farms.
Hey.
He said, driving, can't chat. Hi, y'all.
All right.
Lynn said, if someone is riding with someone else to the Mid-America, is it day pass for the vehicle or per person? For the vehicle.
For the vehicle.
Yeah, not per person.
So fill the vehicle up.
Yes.
Meet outside the gate.
And take as many people as you can.
Yeah. There you go.
Find a good spot to park
Yeah.
and everybody just carpool it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Rainy Ridge is here. Tina and Eric. She's editing. I'm guessing that's Tina. Mary Yahoo.
Mary Yahoo is in the house.
And who else? Dana. And there's Dana
Hey,
Mason.
Dana Mason's here.
And I'm looking. I'm trying not to miss anybody. I don't know how far behind I am. Oh, I'm not too bad. I'm only 3 minutes behind.
Yeah.
Our Life Off Grid. Hello. Sherman's Family Farm. There's Josh.
Prayers for Josh and his cleanup down there.
I hope it's
that
going.
low area behind his house flooded again.
Yeah. I hope
He
their
lost a
cleanup's
lot of
going
stuff
well.
again this year.
Yeah.
Man, that was a lot of rain.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my gosh.
All at once. Paul said, oh, how I wish I got paid £1 a mile when I was working. There's Peaceful Des. Hello,
Yep.
Des. And Hiking with Jackie Boy. That's Kevin. Hello.
That just proves if you're a plumber, you don't forget college, you know?
The Jar. Hello.
Hey, the jar's in here.
There's Beth at BNS Odyssey.
Yep. And Beth, I did tell Terry about the 8 cartons.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can always use egg cartons. Oh
Man.
my gosh. I'm running out.
There's
quickly.
Treasure Hunter Neil.
Yep. Neil is here.
Yep.
John Goes Outdoors is
All
here.
right.
Red Dirt Rooster Road.
Hey,
Hello.
guys.
And
There's Gene.
hello, Gene. Was that Monty and Michelle, wasn't it? Red Dirt. Did I get it right this time? It wasn't Glenn. Let's see.
It's Monty.
Monty and
Like the full Monty.
Michelle. There's Jean
Yeah.
from Minnesota. Debbie Drock says, I got a letter from the Social Security admin saying they miscalculated my payment and sent me a big payment. It was $2 a month. Where do I spend that whole $24?
Well,
Don't spend it all at once.
well, really, there was a miscalculation between, because I went from 70% disabled to 90, and then that was turned in back in October, and they failed. They said, okay, we got to back pay you because we approved this, everything, and your rating went up. So it's like we tell everybody on Sergeant's Talk TV, it's your file date that counts. So if you put it off, because you have a whole year, okay? So even if it takes them over a year to to approve something, they'll go back and pay you a full year if it's over a year.
Yeah.
Okay. Or whenever they approve it. So they had to back pay me all that. And that was $2,600.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the plumbing problem.
There you go.
Last time we did that, we got money in. We had to put tires on the car.
Yeah.
And then we had to pay $500 because a tree branch fell on
that was our tax return.
Jeep on the tax returns. So
Every time.
Every time you get
Just
something
like
to money.
something. Let's see. Hello, Lori Carp and Amy Gamey from Team Mama Senya.
So now when something like that happens, we stay at the house. We give it about a week or so, and then we go.
Just see if we can.
Just in case.
Murphy's Law will kick in. Yeah. There's Jennifer Ocean, Homestead.
Hey, Jennifer Ocean.
Jackie Aquadera, hello.
Hello, hello.
Phoenix Fireside.
Hello, hello. Welcome in, Phoenix.
Judy said, I live in a small town on the west coast of Washington State. I found out that the reason things are more expensive here is because they have to pay more to cover the gas for truckers.
Yep.
Yeah, because they have to drive it from
gas drives prices.
Yeah.
And here's what happens. If the gas prices go down, do you really think that they're going to lower the prices in the store? No. They're used to you paying that. So don't get mad if gas prices go down, but the economy stays exactly the same.
Yeah, that's what
because stockholders, shareholders, all that stuff, they don't want to make less money. So if you want somebody to blame the gas companies.
Mel decided to put the premiere of the roof on right now.
All right.
Good for them.
Yeah.
We're missing it, so we'll have to watch it afterward.
Yeah.
That's okay. There's Heather Landskren.
Yep. Well, we still got 56 people in here. I'm glad you guys came in.
And what did we have? That was everybody. I'm at the bottom.
You're what?
I'm at the bottom.
There she goes. I stand with Trump.
How much is gas nowadays? What did I pay the other day? $2.57, I think.
$2.57. Did you go to the Walmart or the Choctaw?
I went to Walmart.
Walmart, $2.57.
Yeah. I didn't go to
because Choctaw's $2.67.
Right, but I can usually get 5 or 10 cents off a gallon if I use my rewards.
Yep. We usually always fill up there because we get Choctaw rewards points, and you can get up to 10 cents off of a gallon if you don't use it. So if you're only putting in like a quarter of a tank, I don't take the discount.
Right.
I wait till that sucker's empty.
There's Petty Jean River Homestead,
Hey,
Bobby. Let's see.
Hey, tell us the price of gas in your area, say
Linda
Washington State or whatever, and then what you're paying there for regular gas.
Linda Peterson said she paid $3.11.
Ooh, and she's in Minnesota?
Liberty Layer said they paid $2.45 for premium in Kansas today.
Okay.
And there's Melinda Dobson. Hello. And what did she say?
Well, hopefully, because David, he's getting ready to go to Florida, and he's got his F-250 plus he's got a trailer, plus he's got a couple of tons of big boulders he's hauling for landscaping to his brother.
Yeah.
Man, that's going to cost a pretty penny.
Wow. Melinda Dobson said, please pray for her family. Her mama's in her last days of life. So sad to hear that. And we will definitely say prayers.
Well, I will tell you that I've gone through that. We got the notification, and even though it's still, yeah, she's your mama.
Jason said, it's always weird to get to the bottom of the chat. Rarely happens for us. So good for you, Terry.
What did Jackie Boy say?
248 in San Antonio.
Illinois, it's 311.
And then I saw Des posted Florida.
Greg and Gina.
Hang on. I thought it was back some, but maybe not. Des said Tallahassee is $279 to $309. Greg and Gina said $2.95. Paul said $1.30 a liter in England right now, and it goes up to $1.75 on their motorways for a liter. And how many liters are in a gallon?
About three.
Yeah, so 3.
And $1.75 is what you have to give in dollars to get 1 pound.
Right.
Somewhere in that neighborhood right there. So that they pay a lot.
Yep. Bill said last week gas was around $3.55 in Alaska.
Yeah.
Debbie Drock says $3.19 in Rochester, Indiana. Gillum says $2.80 for diesel.
Yeah.
Bobby said $2.89 for the cheap stuff over in Arkansas.
Well, you know what? Diesel's usually higher, like on Highway 69 coming out of Texas. All those are in the $3 range going up. So depends on where the truckers truck.
Wow. Judy Herman said, my small town has 3 gas stations and 2 electric car stations. The gas at the 3 stations is $4.59 to $4.95.
Wow.
That's crazy. White Rock said, we're glad David is driving the truck and paying for his diesel. We're driving our car to save us fuel costs.
Yeah.
And, oh no, this is a bad day.
What happened?
Tony and Joni from Creekside Maples, her mom was rushed to the hospital, wasn't breathing.
Oh my Lord.
So prayers for them for sure. Wow. Yeah. Pounds. I got it, Paul. I thought I said pounds. Did I not?
Webb's Web, Ralph.
Let's see.
He's saying they're paying around $2.85
in Sugar Hill,
Georgia.
Bartlow's. Hey, Bartlow's barbecue made it.
Hey, there's our channel of the day.
He said 3:30 in Oklahoma City, I think.
Oh wow.
And we did a whole thing on you and Scott at Bartlow's. I've got a couple Scotts that come in, so
yep.
Yeah, we'll be giving away one of your cookbooks. I ordered one of those, but we have our meetup here, Mid-America YouTube Meetup at Lake Eufaula, coming up May 16th through the 18th.
Yep.
And I will be giving away one of your cookbooks.
That's right.
Let's see.
Phoenix Riverside says $2.69 over in Wisconsin.
Fireside.
What'd I say?
Riverside.
Riverside Avenue. REO Speedwagon playing in my head.
Jason said, I never pay attention to fuel prices. I got to pay it anyway. I sure ain't walking. Northeast Oklahoma is $2.65. Jovita said South Texas, it's $2.47.
Ooh.
See, another good reason.
They're closer to the refineries.
Another good reason to move down to South Texas. Let's see.
There's camping cage free.
Hello. James Hall said $3.09 for diesel in North Texas last he checked. And where are we at now? Rebecca said Columbia, Missouri, $2.89.
All right.
Or in and around or somewhere around Columbia, Missouri. Let's see.
Well, there you go.
Lori Carp says, please send prayers for me and my family. We lost my mother Friday morning.
Oh, Lord.
This is a sad day.
And then on Monday, right after Easter, we lost the Pope.
Yes.
Pope Francis died 7:30 in the morning on Monday.
Yeah.
But he did, for some reason, because he's been sick.
Yeah. Well,
when you die, you know you've been sick.
He had partial lung removal a long time ago or something. So, yeah. He
passed away. So they're getting ready for the conclave and picking a new pope.
And Bartlow says, that's awesome. Thank you so much for the support. He said, we have 3 rubs and cherry barbecue sauce for those new to our business.
All right.
Saw all that looked really good.
Yes. Yep. 157 Riverside Avenue.
There you go.
REO Speedwagon. I seen them in 2005 on Fort Leonard Wood.
Yeah. There's Leanne Gunther.
There she is. Thank you for
the Easter
card. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
She's so sweet.
Povita said prayers for Pope Francis and his eternal rest.
Yes.
Let's see. Yes.
Go back up.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit. Linda Peterson died of a stroke, Pope did.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. But he was very, very sick for a while.
Phoenix Fireside says, praying for all the mamas and papas out there, no matter our age, we're never ready, trust me. But if you need me, I'm here. I lost my mama 3 years ago. Grief is a journey. Much love.
Yep. Thank you.
Oh, speaking of grief, it's an odd bleed in, but we got our sign that
Who won it?
Mike won, and I said keep instead of
That's right.
respin.
I do exactly. I'm a well-trained husband.
And it says, those we love don't go away. They fly beside us every day.
Yeah, very good.
I like
And that came from?
Jesse and Lisa from their giveaway for Jesse's birthday.
Through Miss Andale Homestead.
Yes, for an Andale shout out.
Yep.
Yes. Bartlow's Barbecue says, I'm sorry for those who lost loved ones, praying for you to experience God's comfort in your time of need.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. Bobby says the Pope will rest in hell because of what he tried to make us believe. Well, that's
your opinion.
Yeah. I mean,
here's the great thing, and this is what I talked about, Terry. We will learn what the truth is when we die.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So everybody guesses and has their opinion, and I respect that.
Yeah.
But, because we were talking about church and certain people and their lifestyles and all this other stuff.
Right.
Guess what? We're not allowed to judge anybody.
Nope.
That's God's
my
place.
Work.
And when we die, everything will be revealed and you'll know the truth.
Johnny, that's not good. What is all this bad news? I don't like all this. Johnny says he got a pneumonia diagnosis today.
Oh, man.
Well, I hope you were feeling better real quick.
Hopefully they gave you an antibiotic and some penicillin in both butt cheeks.
Something.
In the Army, that's what they give you.
Yeah. Yeah, Phoenix Fireside said, I have something just like that sign. How beautiful. It is very. And Johnny is still driving. And yes, Phoenix Fireside said, I will leave the judgment to God.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's his job.
That's what we should do. Because it's not our place.
Nobody's perfect enough on this earth to make a judgment on anybody.
Nope.
That's just my thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm at the bottom again twice tonight.
Crazy. So I went to the doctor Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Doing better. The blood work and all that stuff. Doing bad still in some areas because I don't watch my diet like I should. Mm-hmm. But that's my burden to bear.
Yes.
And then a miracle happened, guys. A miracle. Terry went to the doctor today.
I did.
After 5 years, she went in there and they said, hey, it's been over 3 years. We're going to have to, you're going to fill all this stuff out as a new patient again because we haven't seen you in 5 years.
Yeah. Wow.
So Terry went to the doctor, a lady doctor.
I did.
Yeah. And what she feared, hey, you're going to have to come back.
Yeah, I have to go back. I have.
For some lady business.
Yeah.
So to me,
you got to get a mammogram.
I've been trying for 5 years to get her to go back to the doctor, and those quacks don't know what they're talking about.
I never have said that. Never. Not once have I said that.
or words to that effect.
I just don't like going.
Yeah. Because they always find something.
Well, that or they don't kind of poo-poo everything, and it's like, why am I here if you're just going to disregard anything?
And like I said on Monday, I like doctors who try to find what it is and not doctors as, well, here, take these. Well,
yeah.
Can we find out why it's doing that? And yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And some doctors are very arrogant.
Yeah.
Okay. They're not God.
I worked with doctors.
But they act like it. She did. And sometimes it just makes you mad. So I like doctors who say, hey, let's find out what it is. And I'll sit there and you can take a gallon of blood. I don't care. But let's find out what it is and what's causing it.
And I'll put this out real quick. And, I don't want anybody thinking, oh, something bad. It's not. I've got to get my regular mammogram. I have to do the regular female stuff. And I am of that age that I am going through perimenopause. Yeah. And I'm having anxiety and night sweats and all the stuff that goes along with that. And so, yeah. And
being on a live, Paul, this is as close as I normally get to Terrie.
Yeah, this is it. There's nothing. Anyway, so yeah.
Now, and trust me, she don't go into a full-on Roseanne Barr or nothing like that.
No, I'm not.
I see little changes.
Little things.
Yeah.
But I'm not like turned into a monster. Not totally crazy.
She hasn't.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Hey, Jolly Huggers, how you guys doing?
Definitely no worse than you when you forget to take your medicine.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to go buy a lotto ticket.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Jolly Huggers, you said. And Petty Jean says, Johnny is tough. He is.
Yeah.
He definitely is. Des says, I have not gone to mine in 3 years and will not go until that doc is out of that health center. Yeah, well, and I need to go to our regular family doctor. I've only been to him like once or twice. Yeah. So moving around, it's hard.
Oh, the one, Doogie Howser from India?
Yeah. And
there's Radio Jonesy. And Evelyn Newman's here.
Yep. And we missed any other.
But I don't think anybody likes going to the doctor or the dentist. Yeah. I mean, some people like going to the dentist because they like their teeth to glow in the dark.
Yeah.
All right. But I can't stand a dentist.
Yeah.
Because they sit there and they go, well, we should do this and we should do that and this and that. And, before we do that, let's, and whatever your dental plan is, they will take that $1,200 or whatever it is. They'll take it all. Then they try to go, well, and if you can't afford it, then we have a dental credit card that you can apply for and you can get it. I mean, they're all set at $3,000. The guy goes, they're set at $3,000. Dude, they would take all of that. They'll say, hey, I said, wait a minute. Well, we're going to do this first, and then you can come back. Why can't you just do it all and get it over with?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to come back.
Right. But to me, they tend to mess up more than they fix a lot of the times. Paul said, I got banned from 3 doctors that refused to listen to my daughter when she was struggling as a kid. They do. And especially in females. A lot of females get pushed off and I've watched this one female doctor actually say it. And she said she got for the menopause stuff, she got 6 hours of in classroom training. That was it. Everything else she had to go out and actually figure out and learn on her own and look at studies and figure it out. But she said women would come into the clinic and the doctor would say, oh, it's just another WW. And she's like, what's a WW? A whiny woman. And that's what they see us as. they don't take things seriously, especially when it's menopause stuff, because it's never been talked about.
Well, and that's one reason you like a female guy now.
Yes, it is.
Because they're either gone through it, or not looking forward to it.
Right, not looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the thing is, women's say menopause. Menopause was never, I never heard my grandmother, my mom, nobody discussed it.
Yeah.
Like it was some taboo thing. Although
in
we
1800s,
all go through
we
it.
stuck them in the crazy house.
Right?
Yeah. And that's what they're going through. But hey, no, crazy house.
Yeah.
And then Phoenix says, we can talk, sis.
There you go.
So she's probably traveled that road.
Yeah. And let's see. Yeah, Linda says, talk it out, Terry. Yep. It's annoying that it gets just pushed away. Paul said, I found out that all women are monsters when going through menopause. The women go through it and the men have to deal with the fallout. Yeah. Okay.
Well, she's not really that bad, but it's the furnace, then the ice box, and then the furnace, and then the ice box, and then the blankets are ripped off.
Well, and I'm
and
tired.
Then they're thrown over, and yeah.
I'm tired all the time.
Yeah.
And that doesn't help.
And then you have an iron deficiency.
Yeah. Let's see. Phoenix Fireside said, I went from 317 down to 208, and now I have type 2 diabetes. That's sucky. He has type 2 diabetes, and we definitely try to watch, but then he gets bored with us.
Pissy.
Yeah. He gets more pissy than me.
Gilliam spent 3 hours in the doctor's office and got antibiotics and steroids.
Wow. They really liked you there that they wanted.
And here's another thing that pisses me off, since we're talking about doctors, everybody.
Hey.
Okay. Is you go and you make your appointment. And so let's say it's 9:00. So finally at 9:30, the nurse calls your name and you get happy because you get to go in another room and set for some more.
Right.
Right. They weigh you, take your temperature and all that stuff. And then they said the doctor will be in a moment. So you're waiting there and 30 minutes go by. And then here they come. And they say, well, we're really slammed. Then why did you book it that bad? Okay. And then like when I went in for shoulder surgery, we waited in there for like 30, almost 40 minutes for him. And he comes in, he says, I'm sorry, I'm late. I said, yeah, you're late for work, buddy. And Terry goes, I said, what time were you supposed to be here? And I said, you're supposed to be here at 11:00. It's almost noon. And he's just like going like, what? Buddy, I'm getting ready to cut your shoulder open, and you're talking some jibber-jabber.
Not a good time to be.
But I had to say it.
Yeah. No, I have no complaints today, though. I really like, and she's a nurse practitioner. She's very thorough. She did, and even this is how thorough she is. I went to get my labs because she sent me down for lab work. I had to go and get my blood drawn. And the ladies that's doing the blood work going down through, and she's like, so you went to Gina? And I'm like, yep. And she said, you can always tell she is very thorough. I'm like, good. That's what she should be doing.
Yep.
But she was right there. I mean, I didn't even get to finish my paperwork. And they took me back, weighed me, did my blood pressure, got me in the room, and she was there in minutes. Yeah. So I have no complaints.
Yeah. Well, I go to the VA for my healthcare needs.
Well, and you have a good...
I do have a great... Emily is a great doctor.
Yeah. Peaceful Des said, when you go to the docs in a good mood and you leave ticked off and in tears from anger because of their attitude and no others to go to, they're, not going. Yeah, I get that. I've been there.
Well, Vita has had her same dentist since she was in 3rd grade.
Wow. He's like 83 years old. Oh, what are you going to do? I mean, you're right.
She's got to retire sometime.
Let's see. Jennifer Ocean says, I only go to a doctor if I think I'm dying and there's something I know that may help. Hospitals tend to cause more harm than good. Almost killed me once. I've cured myself more from home ever since. Well,
it's kind of like at Phelps County. When you walk in there, they have a thing next to the sliding glass door, and it's in feet. So, and
Right.
there's a camera there.
Right.
And I'm going, man, is that for like measuring you for a coffin? When you come to- and somebody says, oh, I thought the same thing.
Oh, no.
No, that's in case comes in and there's an active shooter, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If something bad happens.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good question. Tamara says, how's the levels of water down there? Please give live update tomorrow to show water levels. I can't speak.
Who was that told us that you have to go into the gate of 10 Killer and then you have to take that service road there by the maintenance building and take the gravel dirt road over to Creek campground?
Yeah.
That's what someone said today.
I was looking.
Oh, that was over on Lawrence at what is it?
Making it home.
Making It Home.
Yeah.
Live today with her and Amy. They were talking about that.
Phoenix Fire.
I was about to say we should get a hold of Johnny for an update, but he'll probably give you an update tomorrow when they're live. If they go live.
Johnny says, folks, do not be afraid of the lake level at 10 Killer at all. It is fine.
There you go. I mean, they were saying, oh, the whole peninsula is
it's underwater.
It's all underwater. And I'm going, what? I just made a comment. I said, bring your muck boots and your waders.
There you go.
Just in case.
Phoenix Fireside said they put you in the asylum for depression or excitement or wanting to start a hobby. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
That or they'd put you on laudanum.
Yeah, laudanum.
Paul says, my mother, God bless her soul, was usually mild and meek, but going through her menopause, she scared Dad. Dad was a paratrooper and heavily trained for combat. He don't scare easy.
Thanks, Battle Buddy. or is that Tara now?
I don't know.
Terry is
just tired from picking up the slack from Mike being a ninny about his hips. Radio Jonesy says, come to Tasmania, Terry, for a holiday. It's cool, then it's hot, then it snows, then it's hot, and we go down to the beach.
There you go. So Tasmania is on a permanent menopause.
Yeah. Yeah, Lori says, so true, Mike, but if you're 15 minutes late, they will not see you.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Oh, they did give me a prescription. I went and got it filled. TRICARE. My copay was 98 cents.
Wow.
It's like, okay, I'm not putting that on the card. I got cash.
Get my change out. All right. So
VA, hurry up and wait. Phoenix Fireside said.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the government.
Yeah.
Hurry up and wait.
So we had Morning Talk with Mike on Monday. Had a good live, and I do that every Monday and Friday. Morning Talks with Mike at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
And we had Peaceful Des on there. And we had Johnny Gillum on there.
You did.
And we talked about the meetup. We talked about the meetup down in the Rendezvous, or what is it? No.
Yeah. It was the
Operation Rendezvous.
Yeah.
Meetup. Des gave us the lowdown on that and how fun it was. And Devil Dog shaved his beard off. The beard needed to be shaved because that looks like a big old gray and dark tumbleweed.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let's see. Jovita says she's going to put on a son when he retires. He's a dentist too.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
So, yeah, we do that every month. This Friday, we will not have a Morning Talk with Mike. We will be at the 10 Killer Meetup.
Where Jesse and Lisa and Tim and Dana and Evelyn are at currently.
Currently, yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, he's just sitting around. Why isn't Jesse in here? Oh, they're at dinner.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be going to dinner.
Paul said, and Big Mike did not bite when I said Big Mike's taking his boat to ferry everyone over.
Oh, yeah. Big Mike can't even get in his boat right now.
Johnny said, one small section of road has a little water over it. I could drive through it if I wanted to.
Yeah.
And Jason said, it's still him. Tara is editing. Love you, brother.
Okay. He used the word ninny.
Yeah, he did. Ninny.
Ninny.
He called you a ninny.
Ninny. That is old school if I've never heard it. Something my grandma would say. Battle buddy. Okay.
Gillum's is installing their new RV toilet tonight and editing the Friday video.
All right.
Along with having pneumonia.
There you go. And so last night we had Sergeant's Talk TV. Jason and I did. Had a a lot of good information for those of you that are wanting to go to the VA, do your paperwork. It's all about, whether you got no disability, if you want to use it or not. So please go over there and check that out. If you're a veteran, if you're a spouse, if you have grandkids in the military, if you have kids in the military, Sergeant's Talk TV is for you. And anybody else that wants to hear what veterans actually go through, we'll talk about it. And we'll tell you the truth. And that's the whole thing about Sergeant's Talk TV is getting the truth out there and not just doing it for clicks.
Hi, Ginger.
Ginger Snap. All right.
Let's see. I'm just going to switch banners for a little bit. We'll put the Meetup dinner for Mid-America.
Yep. Meetup dinner on Friday, May 16th at 6 p.m. at La Finca Mexican Grill in Eufaula.
Yes.
So we put the address on there. So if you want to write that down, put it in your GPS. If you want to go to dinner with us at the Mexican Grill in Eufaula, it'll be on the first night of the meetup. There won't be no meals on the first night because everybody's coming and going and setting up and all that stuff.
Gillum Farm said we went to dinner and we got a huge room for the meetup folks at the restaurant for Friday at 6 p.m.
All right.
Princess Drive-In. Great food.
We will be there for that.
Yes.
Yep.
There's Rebel at Heart. Hi, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly. Yep, she'll be at the meetup for sure.
And Bobby said, smells like naders outside. It's been muggy here all day, but I don't know. They haven't shown any real rain popping up on radar.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. Hopefully no more of those naders. We don't need them.
So we had opening day of mowing season.
Last week.
Yeah. Terry started that. Well, it was after our live last week. So mowing season is here. The rains are coming. And of course you mow and what happens? It rains.
That's right.
Yep. And so she did the whole front and the sides. And then I tackled the back. I could only stay on that mower for a little bit because I'm a ninny and my head started hurting.
Johnny says he's mowed twice now.
Yeah. So we got the mowing done and it's been almost a week. So now the front needs to be mowed again.
Yeah. And we probably could have mowed at least twice, if not 3 times already. But I like when all the little wildflowers start popping up. And so I just kind of let it go.
She enjoys that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a mowing season for everybody here in Oklahoma or south of the Mason-Dixon at least is in full swing.
Yeah.
So,
Sean said he's mowed 3 times so far.
There you go.
Let's Trade Paint. And Ginger said, do you need a special license for that?
For
mowing? I don't know. No?
No.
No, I don't.
No, but mowing season is in.
Yeah. Hey, 2 old people on a couch, Mark and Debbie. Hello.
Hello.
And
Jason, what's that?
Jason says mowing. That's for them bougie people with grass.
They don't make a zero turn that mows rocks.
He says, yep, that is said with jealousy.
Yeah.
Bill said, I haven't mowed yet. The snow finally melted last week.
Here's the part of the there's always a good part of White Rock's videos.
All of White Rock's videos are.
I mean, but there's specific points.
Yeah.
And it's when Tara pulled down the
highlight
truck
reel
tailgate and she says, "Hey, I went out and got some dirt because we have nothing but rock here." And I look in the back of the truck.
There's more rocks.
I go, "What the heck? She brought in more rocks?" She got a little dirt with her rocks.
Yes.
And I had to laugh. So that was kind of funny. And Jason and I talked about that too. He goes, "Yeah, there's a lot of rock in that dirt."
Yeah.
But
they're smaller rocks than the rocks they already had.
Exactly.
So, there's that.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I don't know who it was that contacted me, and they said they wanted some quail eggs. Well, right now I've got 5 dozen quail eggs that I'm going to, and I don't know if they said at the 10 killer meetup or the Mid-America. So I will be bringing quail eggs to the meetup. And if that person's not there, if you want them, because I'll collect just as many eggs before Mid-America. So if you want quail eggs, I will have those at the meetup. If you want to hatch them, just Google exactly what you have to do when you put them in an incubator. Remember, pointy side down.
Yeah.
And then I counted 50 dozen hatching eggs on the counter.
Yes. Well,
50.
I wouldn't say hatching because part of them are probably past a good hatching time.
But they're still good eating eggs.
But they're good eating eggs. And 10 dozen of those are going to Jesse and Lisa.
Yep.
And then several probably for meetup breakfast. I don't know how many eggs you guys need.
Because Lisa freeze dries chicken eggs.
Yes. And I saw Jason said rolling on the floor laughing, and it's less clay than our own soil.
Yeah.
I think he says.
Yep.
And there's Outdoors with Vance. Hello, Vance. Leanne Gunther's brother mowed for the first time last Thursday.
All right.
And have I missed any other? I'm trying to keep up with this.
There's Sean.
Yes. Radio Jonesy said, mowing, you just need wallabies in your yard. Nothing grows. Everything is eaten. Well, if we had some wallabies, it'd be great.
Yeah.
Petty Jean says, I have the only rock-free property in Arkansas, but no one believes it.
See, 5 dozen quail eggs,
you can make an omelet.
I can make it. That's about right. But they taste so good.
Not for nothing says, oh man, I think all we have is rocks and clay here in Georgia.
Yeah.
And no, I'm caught up again.
All right. So, we said that mowing season started, and so did tornado and heavy rain and flooding season started here in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So prayers go out to Josh at Sherman Family Farms. That creek bottom in the back flooded again. I mean, guys, 4 inches of rain in like an hour, little over an hour, and we've already had rain, so the water table's up and has no place to go.
Yeah.
So it goes out.
Yeah.
So So the tornado season and Ada, prayers out to the city of Ada. They get hit once again. Before it was straight line winds over 100 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
That tore down signs and all kinds of damage.
And they got to get toward the hotel up, the Quality Inn.
Yeah.
They're probably going to have to close.
Yeah.
He said, I guess the owners said they don't know if they're going to be able to reopen or not.
And we like going to Ada because it has everything.
Yeah.
Even though the population's not
town.
up there, they've got everything because they got a college there.
Yeah.
And they have, all I care about is the Whataburger.
Well, and Blake Shelton was born there, so maybe that's why they got more stuff.
Yeah. Well, his mama still lives there.
Yeah. Not for nothing, Homestead says, laughing out loud, Bobby wants some of my rocks. I can gather them as I hit them with the mower. Our problem isn't rocks. Our problem is little twigs and stuff that fall off the pecan tree.
Yeah.
Plus all the old pecans.
Yeah.
So and then the pine cones.
Yeah. They shoot out like little rockets.
Oh my gosh. It's bad. And hello, Troy at Bar Run Forge. Howdy, howdy.
Yep. So 10 Killer Meetup. Guys, 10 Killer Meetup is, well, actually, people are already arriving at 10 Killer. They're going to have a dinner on Thursday at Jose's, world famous Jose's in Tahlequah. And then they're going to have the Friday night dinner over there if people come in early. This is for people that are coming in. But Friday, they're having one just right there in by the Meetup area. There's a restaurant there. Can't remember what Johnny said the name of the restaurant was.
It was a drive-in, something
Driving, but it's a restaurant.
Yeah.
So they're going to have a dinner there on Friday evening. So that will happen. The Meetup is 25 through 27, 25th, 26th, 27th.
Yep.
Is the Meetup for the 10 Killer Meetup at Cherokee Landing State Park. Evelyn, if you could put that information in the chat, I know she's got it readily available. And people can get that information off there. And also, if you have any questions, please email Johnny at 10KillerYTMeetup@gmail.com.
There you go.
And he can answer your questions.
Sherman's Family Farm said this time they lost 2 zero-turn mowers, his Tahoe, and his tractor. That is sucky.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Josh.
Time to move.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Troy says, guess who's at my house? You are, Troy. Oh,
I
no,
bet you it is.
I think I know.
I think it is Brian.
Yes, at the Vineyard Farmhouse. Who's not at the Vineyard Farmhouse?
Yeah.
He's at Bar Run Forge.
Yeah. That's just my guess.
Yeah.
Put it in the chat. See if we're right.
Total guess there. Evelyn. Yep. Evelyn says Troy. Brian. And Troy said, right, Evelyn.
Okay, good.
So tell Brian we said hello.
Yep.
Is he going to go live? I didn't look to see if he was going live. If he's going live from your house, let us know.
Is he doing it inside the shop?
Sherman's Family Farm said, well, we didn't lose them. They just went diving for 3 hours.
Yeah. Snorkeling.
There's Ed S. Hello.
Hey, Ed S. There's Ace.
Yep.
And then the Mid-America Meetup.
Yes.
Next month, May 16th through the 18th. We're going to have a dinner on the 16th at La Finca in the city of Eufaula for Friday, because there won't be no meals on Friday. And then we'll have a breakfast on Saturday morning, and we'll have basically like a potluck. Everybody brings something on Saturday. We're going to bring hamburgers and hot dogs and all that stuff. But if you have a meal, a cake, whatever, please bring some water or some drinks for the community ice chest. Everybody can take what they want. We'll have an ice chest there for all that. And then we'll have breakfast on Sunday.
Yes.
And everybody will be leaving after the breakfast and all that. Giveaway is at 1:00 on Saturday. So if you're coming just on Saturday for the meet and greet and the giveaways, we will start that at 1:00.
Yes.
Okay. And if you have any giveaways you want to give away, please contact us at MT Homestead at mthomesteadok@gmail.com. And we can arrange for you to, if you're not coming to the meetup and you want to send it to us, or if you're going to go, just please let us know what you're bringing and stuff like that. And then we're going to be giving away candy bags for all the kids. Get them hopped up on the sugar. And then we're going to give away, Sergeant's Talk TV is giving away a cornhole game.
Yes.
Okay. It's an Army American flag inspired cornhole game.
Yeah.
Heavy duty, heavy. It lights up. And so we're going to be giving that away the old fashioned way. You got to make it into the hole. Okay. So we'll line everybody up. We'll have rounds and we'll see who's going to win that.
Crystal's Pets and Plants, hello. And Bar Run Forge said, Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse is going live from Bar Run Forge, but he says stretch it out. Brian's having tough technical difficulties.
Oh, okay.
But hopefully he'll get it together and you can all go see Brian at Bar Run Forge.
That's right. See, we're grandparents. We know. You hype them up on sugar, like Paul says, and send them home with the parents.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right. That's a good grandparent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, our grandson, our granddaughter says, hey, Austin didn't come home from school. Weston.
Yeah.
Austin's our son.
Yeah.
So Weston didn't come home from school. And so she goes, what? So she calls mom. She's working at an eye clinic and says, hey, what's going on? She goes, what? And so Terry says, I'm going to go to the school and see if he's sitting there saying, hey, everybody forgot me.
Yeah.
I said, why wouldn't he get on the bus? And come to find out, everybody forgot he had a
4-H meeting.
He had a 4-H meeting.
Well, I didn't forget. I didn't know.
And I said, Austin, how are you going to get home?
Yeah.
Mom's working now.
Yeah. Well, he forgot that mom worked. But the teacher, I think, did not realize mom worked. And she kind of pushed to have him stay.
Yeah.
Because he says he tried to tell her that he didn't have a ride home.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah. So
I went and got him. We were all freaked out for a little while. But, we figured it out.
'Cause that's what grandparents do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, that's the show for tonight.
Yes.
We will not have a morning talk with Mike on Monday. But on Friday, but we will have one on Monday. You can also catch me and Jason on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Sergeant's Talk TV for all our veteran community out there and anybody who wants to join us. And then again, Wednesday we'll be right here, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time in the PM.
Yes.
So join us for those days that we're live. And guys, remember, be kind to one another. Help somebody in need. And always think of that. Guys, we love you. God bless you. And we'll see you on the next video.
Love you
Bye,
guys. Go watch Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse live from Bar Run Forge.
And be patient with him.
He's getting there.
He's in a new location.
He is. All right. Night, guys.
See ya.